Happy race day to everybody. Well, who knows how it's going to play out tonight. It's big, it's wide, it's got its bumps.
3 words have dominated the pre-race conversation here at Kentucky Speedway: new aero package.
The rules package was a big unknown. We knew what the general balance was going to be, but nobody knew how they were going to react around other cars. The only way to figure that out is to get on the track.
Ready, ready, go, go.
Green flag is in the air.
Drop of the green flag, I felt like we were okay. We were kind of moving forward. Felt like the few cars that were in front of us, I should have been able to get by.
If I could get into 3 a little better, I'd blow right by these guys. Yeah, we'll get it. Don't be afraid to mess with your lever.
Busch to the outside. He's going after the 3rd spot. Kyle Busch looks like he was shot out of a rocket going down the backstretch. 3 wide, headed for the 2nd place.
I just blitzed the top and got from, I think it was 8th to 2nd. You're able to go from the bottom lane all the way up 4 lanes wide. And I'm not sure if that was a rules package or just this racetrack, but you could move around and have different options to be able to pass cars. Yeah, I knew the 2 was the car that we were going to have to beat. I definitely knew from practice and seeing his speed and everything that he had, and knowing that he's really good here and I'm really good here. It's kind of a racetrack between KB and BK.
Klowski now right in the tire tracks of Busch as they dive down to the bottom of turn 3. Kyle Busch down below the yellow line with those left wheels.
The 2 best drivers in the history of this speedway battling for the lead here at Kentucky Speedway.
When you come to Kentucky, you're always looking at that team. We definitely made gains. Still, the 2 was the car to beat.
Knowing that the 2 car was going to kind of be the guy you had to race, that's who we kind of projected ourselves off of. And you know, when he took the lead from me about middle of the race, you know, he kind of checked out a little bit, and I'm like, man, we're not even close. It seemed like they had some pit road strategy troubles or pit road problems, whatever it was, but we kind of kept ourselves up front. My guys did a phenomenal job of being able to give me that track position each time we come down. To keep that M&M's Camry up front meant a lot.
Keep doing what you're doing. He fell off in the long run all night long. You're doing what you're doing. That's right. He'll come back to you. That's a good pace there.
When I was working on chasing the 22 down, you know, I kept running my normal line that I had ran all night. He just kept driving away, and I'm like, what am I going to do here? You know, I was like, I'm just going to have to move. I'm going to have to find something.
Off of 2, now behind. Get him pulled off. We're way better than him. We'll get him. Just don't wear yourself down. 1 shot.
Just a little bit earlier in the race, I tried that 4th lane, like way up high. It was working for me.
Now Busch to the high side again.
And I knew once I got there, I'm like, man, he's going to pull up in front of me once I get here, watch, you know, and sure enough, he pulled up in front of me to try to block my groove.
Just hit your marks here. He's going to come up. Yeah. Just hit your marks. We're way better than him.
And I just turned back underneath him, and we got side by side, and we kind of went back and forth a couple times, and he went to the apron down the front stretch, and I saw him, sparks flying, and he launched, and I was like, oh, you know, I gave him a little bit of room, so that was not a very good idea, and I'm sure that probably didn't make him feel so swell afterwards.
Joey trying to squeeze Kyle down to make his entry into turn 1 a bit awkward, but Kyle will have none of it. He will swing up in front of Joey Logano and take the lead off 2.
We'll run our race. We're driving away from Logano.
The Kyle Busch comeback continues, and for the 2nd time in 3 weeks on the Sprint Cup Series, Kyle Busch, with a dominant performance, wins the Quaker State 400.
Woo! Hell yeah, boys! Awesome job! Awesome job! Adam, you guys are awesome. Right there on the crispy edge all day, pal. Way to go. Yeah, you got it, brother. Right there at the end. You better put it up on that crispy edge.
I knew that when I got back in the race car, we had however many weeks in order to score however many points that we needed to get back into the top 30. I still feel like it's achievable, and we're in a good spot.